core of the storm slowly approach the coast of Manatee and Sarasota counties. Landfall is expected in the next several hours in the vicinity of Bradenton, perhaps a little bit farther north or south. And in the Storm Center, as we continue to monitor Major Hurricane Milton, there are other impacts that continue to span far from the core of the storm. Our tornado risk is winding down along the Atlantic coast.
Changed my life completely.
Counties. From the Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Megan Borowski.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include C3.
North of the I-4 corridor, widespread flash flood alerts and if.
And we will continue to bring special live coverage from the Florida Public Radio Emergency Network evening in just a bit.
Lives of my own personal life, as well as all of the people here. First of all, and foremost,
último momento para refugiarse. Samantha, yo estuve ahorita afuera haciendo un
last minute jaunt one way or the other, and I'm hoping we've seen our last surprise with that 10-mile to the north jaunt, moving from a
right. It went from a tropical depression to a major Category 5 in like less than 24 hours. So.
Live in downtown St. Pete, Eric Waxler, ABC Action News.
Eric, thank you. He just said waiting game, and I feel like that's what we've all been dealing with the past really few.
Or a direct impact from the specific high winds that are associated with the eye of the hurricane. So this map sums it up where we're seeing the wide.
Here in south of the storm center is what we're going to be watching for to bump up those storm surge totals perhaps at
Your last resource because they can't get to you.
Last question for you, Devin. Thanks so much for coming on with us.
La lluvia está arreciando bastante aquí afuera y se siente un poco el viento.
Efectivamente, Carlos, peligrosidad. Vamos a ver estas imágenes. Son
reached a point yet in Orange County where law enforcement has said, we can't come to get you if you are hungry.
And asking them to write their.
We got the alert. It said gusts now of over 50 miles per hour. I'm going to step out of the way. So
goes north, like the River Nile. So they're not expecting flooding from that river to really show its ugly face.
You think it could be a rough night on that front, aside from everything else the storm?
See that rain I've been talking about. We are in between gusts right now.
How's the family in Boston doing?
We're on the phone right now with our kids in Boston, and they're hit list.
Hoping it moves faster. There you go. Hey, go Bruins, although I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, so I can't really say it.
The Lightning's my second team.
Whoa, I'll be your shotgun ride. Side of the storm, we've heard our meteorologists say over and over again, that is where we are going to see these wind impacts.
Please reach out. We'll have you back on, and we appreciate the time.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate you reaching this rise. So we haven't even really begun to deal with what Milton.
lot of our boats around to another harbor to try and protect them. I decided to stay here.
They're going to rebuild, and they will continue to be here for the community.
We've moved a lot of our boats around to another harbor.
Fish that we get, how important is it that we get this back up and running and help fishermen no matter what we face?
The guy who actually maybe opened up more eyes was Grosha.
International Drive que están abiertos para eso va a ayudar a la gente ahorita que como verdad.
It takes a long time to confirm exactly how many touchdown, although we have lots of visuals and lots of damage all through.
And to get updates. And in fact, let's go to another one of our hosts from West Palm Beach. We have our good friend Brian Mudd with us. Brian.
Our peninsula on a peninsula, so we're surrounded on three sides by water.
We'll keep checking in with you guys. And yeah, this is definitely a wind event. You see that? Did you guys?
Medio de cantidades de clientes, de gente comiendo, de gente tomándose.
Our area. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Courtney Robinson along with Frank Wiley, and we have a lot of information that's coming in.
Okay.
There you go.
I mentioned that a little while ago. There have been so many warnings across the state.
143.
140.
Take me up to a brand new horizon.
Some of this is not making it to the ground, but also notice how the highest winds are out over the water.
There you go.
I mentioned that a little while ago. There have been.
Reports showed that about 250,000 Floridians are without power, and it's expected that about 1 million power outages are going to happen. So, all those devices now, if you can, get those candles and flashlights ready, Central Florida. More updates on Milton coming up.
This traffic center is brought to you by the one and only attorney Dan Newlin.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Traffic is still moving well for those who have to travel on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area. There are reports of accident.
Speaking with a family here, the Valletto family, and Chris, you're from Shoal Acres. It's just outside of Shore Acres.
Buscando en otras gentes, otros modos, otros cuerpos.